the state of the American comic book industry is a complete mess. I did a video on this panel yesterday because it's ridiculous. It's a joke. Look at this. Comics are supposed to be words and pictures. You should let the pictures do the talking, but apparently because editors are lazy, this is something that you see quite a bit. I've actually seen crap like this in a lot of comic books. It's ridiculous. Now, I did find out where this was from. It's from a book from 2015. Don't worry, the writer is still working in comics. So you can just keep failing upward. That's another problem with the industry, is they don't get the people that just aren't that talented. They don't get them out. They actually move them upward based on identity, of course. Of course. Speaking of horrible panels, by the way, I never did a video on this, and I should have. This is from IDW's Star Wars comics. Look at this. This is apparently Mace Windu. Yeah. Mace Windu. Here's Yoda. It looks like Jabba the Hutt. Good news there, though, is they've actually pulled this license. Those are from the IDW Star Wars books. Apparently, Disney has pulled Marvel and Star Wars books from IDW. For some reason, IDW was making the all-ages Marvel and Star Wars books. I really don't understand why they were doing the Marvel books in the first place. Marvel has their own comic books. Why don't they make their own comics for kids? I didn't really read any of these. Didn't really care about them. But they're gone. These are ending. And it makes me wonder what's going to happen to old Heather Antos, since she was brought on to IDW to edit these books. If they're going away, where's she going to go? They'll probably just fail her upwards. That's the way things go in modern comics. Doesn't really matter if you mess up over and over and over again. You just get promoted. So there's that. Now, I don't need to do this again and go over this, but I just want to give you guys a reminder that month after month, the top 20 graphic novels are always manga. That's for good reason, because nobody gives a shit about American comic books anymore. And a really good example of that is this page from the United States of Captain America issue 4. This was from Mr. Bug. Thank you for the tag on this. This was a fun little read. It's basically a panel of Captain America hating himself, because that's what people want to see when they read a Captain America comic. Don't forget the guy who's been writing Captain America, at least for the past 2 years. I don't know if he still is. I think he recently was coming off of the book, but he wrote it for a significant amount of time. Was Ta-Nehisi Coates, who famously said that first responders running towards the two towers on 9/11 were terrible people. You can go watch a previous video I made on that. It's not that long ago. I put it out on 9/11. Coincidence that guy's writing Captain America, right? Well, let's take a look at this panel. It's got this is the Native American Captain America. It's basically Steve Rogers going around to different parts of the United States, and there's all kinds of people pretending to be Captain America. I say pretending because there's only one Captain America, and that's Steve Rogers. But apparently there's all these other Captain Americas, and it's all based on identity. All based on identity. This is a good example here. This is the Native American Captain America. So they're at some Native American festival, and it says, "America belonged to them before it belonged to any of us. The truth is, my ancestors were colonizers. Irish and English, if you go back far enough, sometimes I wonder what gives me the right to bear the name of this land instead of someone else, someone like Joe. One," this is Bucky saying this, "one, Joe is Captain America. And 2, the fact that you even think about these things makes you who you are, Steve. And then we got Falcon Captain America here. He says, well, I love you tons, too. Well, I love you tons, too. But if you're looking for validation, you're probably asking the wrong guy. You might also be descended from slave owners.
What a story, Mark.
That's real dialogue from a Marvel comic book that came out, I think, like last month or maybe even last week. I haven't been reading these, so I don't know. I wouldn't want to read these after reading this awful panel. So it goes on to say, no, staunch abolitionists. At least that I can tell you. But still, this flag, carrying it, wearing it, it's heavy. I'm honestly thankful for everyone who stepped in to help bear its weight. You, Joe, Aaron, whoever all these other people are. Let's head out. We're stealing focus from what the Kickapoo are trying to do here. So, Captain America you need to feel guilty for being Captain America. And apparently the real Captain America is this Joe guy. He's the true Captain America. I just think this is ridiculous. I don't feel bad for something that happened hundreds of years ago. I had nothing to do with it. There's all kinds of examples of war and, the spoils of war. It is what it is. All we can do is move on and try to be better now. But, you constantly have to feel guilty about who you are and shame for who you are. And I just don't buy into that. And now it bleeds into comics. Captain America can't be Captain America. He has to tell you he's guilty in every freaking comic book, which just destroys the character. Got to be guilty all the time, like always feeling shame and privilege and all this shit. And it's like, this isn't Captain America. They've done the same to Superman. Like, you can't have characters that stand up for America or have American values. Those got to go. It's the death of American values. Look no further to why this country is so divided right here. Like, you can't even pick this up. Like, half the country would pick this up and throw it in the trash. And that's like, is that what you want for your customer base? I want to see fun stories. I don't want to sit here and get a lecture on the, questionable things that America has done in the past. I don't need to read a Captain America comic to find out about that. And it's not even like a once in a while thing. This is all the time in American comics. You just turn people off to it. You wonder why comics are in such rough shape. It's because of shit like this. I could just go read manga, and I'm not the only one that has that idea, because month after month they dominate the sales charts. I wonder why that is. You can go here and just get a fun story. I'd rather read Demon Slayer than Captain America feeling bad for himself. What a joke this industry has become. It used to be so good, and it's just a joke. And you guys already know that. This was just a good update, just to show you the current state. It's been a minute since I've had a current comic like this to really highlight. I just wait for people to show them to me because I can't read this trash anymore. I read some comics still, but nowhere near the amount that I used to, because I don't want to support this shit anymore. It's terrible. This is awful. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.